Welcome to this winter wonderland walking meditation. I hope that you will enjoy following along, whether you're walking or you're sitting at home or wherever you're sitting, on the bus, whatever, if you're poor. I am a comedian and a mindfulness meditation coach, and I haven't done one of these videos yet. I hope to start doing live meditations, but I want to get a little warm up without the pressure. So I hope this will be it'll be useful to me at the very least as an exercise. And if you don't know, mindfulness meditation is bringing your attention to the present moment, seeing what arises without judgment. And there's many benefits. A lot of science has been done, a lot of correlations to positive benefits, brain changes, all for the good. We'll go into some of those in future times and maybe a little bit today, but just for the basics, because it's probably better I don't talk too much because I'm not used to yet on this free-flowing format, and I fear I will get annoying. So we've got this beautiful scenery if you're watching, and that's going to be nice to get in tune with, although mindfulness meditation is about being able to endure all types of states and sceneries. So I'm in a pretty good mood right now. Often I'm anxious, and so mindfulness seems a little more obvious for me to practice in a way, because it's about learning to watch my anxious thoughts and bodily sensations without kind of like being controlled and wrapped up by them and believing them and thinking I have to react to them. And then, you create a life based on your thoughts and then acting on them and then getting reinforcing feedback from the environment. It's a bad cycle. Mindfulness helps me a lot with my anxiety because I learn I don't have to react to every anxious thought. I can just watch them pass by. When I'm in a good mood, what it does when I go on do a meditation walk or something, I learn to notice more good thoughts and sensations. And not only does that kind of have the good feeling of a kind of double reinforcement of like, wow, I'm having the good thought, and wow, I'm noticing it, and like, wow, I'm really grateful, life is good. Not that the point of mindfulness is to get super stoked on like the good times, because everything comes and goes. It is nice. I think it deepens our experience of the good times while training ourselves to be okay when the good times pass. So hopefully that's not too rambly. Today I'm going to just go for like a 10-minute walk or so. And if you're sitting, I'll give the sitting instructions. The walking is going to be pretty similar. If you're sitting, what you want to do is, and I don't know, I feel like I need to finish the thought of like the meditation practice. I practice because I want to feel more of an equanimity in my daily life. So, but if I train now, it's like an athlete. If I put the reps in now in a more deliberate, controlled way, I kind of have that default muscle built up a little bit more for regular life. And so I'm going to take the time to do the reps right now. And I hope that maybe you'll get some benefit. It's all, if you haven't meditated much, I think it really is, it's like exercise. Like you might notice some benefits first time, but it's just like a workout. You're not going to really benefit too much in the subsequent days, just if you don't exercise daily or regularly. So it really is a personal experiment and practice. If you are sitting, the basic recommendation for my mindfulness training is to sit upright but not uptight. You want to be kind of alert but not rigid, and you don't want to be like too relaxed, too sleepy. And you're going to bring your attention to your normal breath. Just breathe normally. And try to notice whenever you have thoughts arising, any bodily sensations. You might notice sounds in your environment. And when you notice thoughts in particular, label those thinking, and then come back to focusing on your breath. And you're going to rinse and repeat that process because our brains are wired to think a lot. So it's pretty hard to continue to focus just on breathing. Now I'm going to basically do that practice walking. I'm going to walk a little bit more slowly than if I were trying to get somewhere. I was trained to focus on the sensation of my feet touching the earth when I'm walking. So if you're walking, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to focus on my breath so that I can feel like I'm more inclusive of the people who are sitting for this one. We'll do different types of focuses, focals, whatever, in the future. I'm going to talk a little bit, but only to try to cue us back to focusing on our breath. Gentle reminders here and there, otherwise I'll try to shut up a little bit. Okay, everybody, so officially, let's settle into our practice and start to notice. We'll bring our attention to our breath. You don't have to stare at me the whole time. If you're watching, I'm gonna let us look at the world for some of it. Just a gentle reminder to come back to your breath. I noticed that I was thinking that entire time about the fact that I am going to post this, and what are you all going to think, and do I post a comment to get feedback? I want it to be not too mean of feedback. Those are some of the thoughts I was thinking. I'm going to come back to my breath. might have to goof off just a little bit during these videos because, well, I already take myself very seriously, and I want to, in many ways, I want to practice mindfulness without taking it too seriously. So if you join me and you like that kind of style, then that's why you should join me. Good. Now let's bring our attention back to our breaths. Oh, and if you're only listening, when I said goof off, I was like going in the trees and being silly and stuff. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. How's it going? What kind of sensations are you noticing in your body? Actually, what kind of sounds are you noticing in your environment? Because I'm by the river and I love switching the focus to the sound of the river. I don't know, probably won't pick it up much, but you know how it is. It's so relaxing. I'm noticing the sun shining through the clouds just a little bit. I think I'm not supposed to use judgment, but boy, I judge that as beautiful. Imagine I just started yelling really loud to scare the bears, and I forgot that I was meditating with you, and that was abruptly. I almost did, because I tend to do that when I enter deeper over here into this area. I think I'll just pray they're not here, because I don't think I'll remember to cut it out if I did it. Cut it out of the tape, I mean. So this is a gentle reminder to come back to your breath. Maybe you've been lost in some thoughts, hopefully not ones that are just about how you wish I would shut up. If you're joining me on the video, I invite you to notice this beautiful little spot. The river here, it snakes through the landscape like a snake through the landscape. And we're going to come back to our breaths, labeling any thoughts that we're getting wrapped up in as thinking, and just coming back to our breath. Man, I can't help. I'm so tempted. I want you to know how I call to the bears. When I go through here, I'll just do it quietly. I go, hello, oh, hello, oh. That's my bear mantra, my bear whistle to scare them. Okay, we are coming back to the breath. Here is a clearing. Let's go visit her. We have a little grave site here for our kitty that passed away about a year ago. It's kind of buried. There's some nice, we made like a heart rock thing, and I put up those sticks to mark Jax. He did get run over by a car because we're by the highway. That was devastating. It's nice to come here and remember him. The good times, though. Wishing anyone well who has lost a pet recently or any time. I didn't know how hard it would be until actually I was a little bit older, more recently. Okay. Wow. We got a bunch of snow today, and it's like really covered the river. If I didn't know any better, I would just like walk out there and fall through and drown. Oh yeah, it's poking through over there. Wow, it is just so winter Narnia here. Well, I hope that you're enjoying this meditative walk / chat. I am enjoying the idea of being with whoever joins at some point. Maybe nobody for this video, and that is okay. Let us make our way back to the house. I hope your meditation time is going well, of noticing what's going on in your body, the sounds out there in the world, any thoughts, labeling them thinking, and coming back to the breath. In case anyone prefers it, I will not talk for the rest of the time, which will be hard for me. So I will give you the assurance that for the next 5 minutes or so, we will end this in silent experience where you can be in your own experience and I will be in mine. Here we go. thank you for joining me on this first time experiment. And that's a huge shiner underground sort of zit I have on my neck. These are scary gloves, and I didn't blow. I breathed through my nose the whole way back on that walk because I knew that if I needed to blow my nose, it's running, but if I did, I knew I would forget to cut it. So I just wanted to say that's the kind of thing I'm willing to do for you, is to breathe, to be a mouth breather, which actually isn't too hard because I mostly do that day to day. But in all seriousness, I hope this was fun. Comment on if it was helpful. If you have constructive feedback, feel free to give it, but please package it in a nice way to help my feelings. And yeah, I'm going to keep experimenting, and I want this to be useful. I don't know what the ratio of quiet to me talking was. I just went with feel, and I will probably change things going forward. I'll probably do a variety of things. Yeah, I will. So if you like more quiet, I'll probably do that. I'll probably do some like straightforward guided meditations. Either way, I'm excited to have people join me on mindfulness. That's not too serious, a little bit of goofing off, okay? Yeah, appreciate you sticking around, subscribing, liking, sharing, and just thank you.